Hey everyone, welcome back to my Instagram TV or YouTube because I will put this on YouTube afterwards. So this video is going to be on, of course, the coronavirus. I feel like it's causing widespread panic right now. People are freaking out right now, of course, understandably so. And I just kind of wanted to bring a peaceful perspective to it. Things that maybe I would suggest during this time to do or to look into, maybe some things to avoid, and just kind of slowing things down for a minute when I know that everything's so fast paced and so panicked. So I just wanted to take this time with you guys to just kind of chat with you and, give some suggestions on how to stay grounded and centered during this time. So the first thing I would say is to really acknowledge your feelings. It's completely normal to panic right now. It's completely normal to feel worried, feel nervous. A lot of us have older siblings, older relatives, immunocompromised friends, family, and it makes you nervous really thinking about this. And it's like, what if I get it? It's a whole bunch of what ifs right now. A lot of stuff that we don't know and we're questioning about because this is getting so widespread. So acknowledge your feelings, understand them, educate yourself, talk about it with somebody, and don't let them consume you, because it's a different thing from being panicked about a situation and then actually living in panic and, really having that control your day. That can be completely devastating. So acknowledge your feelings, talk it out, don't let it consume you. Another thing I would say is that a lot of people are working from home right now, or they're out of work at this time. So there's a lot of sitting around at home, scrolling social media, freaking out about stuff. So I would say to set a time to unplug from social media and to kind of set boundaries with it, because there's a lot of stuff out there. There's a lot of false information, a lot of myths, a lot of weird tests and stuff that are fake. Like one that I saw that was like, if you can't hold your breath for more than 10 seconds and you start coughing, then you've got it or something, and to drink a whole bunch of water because the virus lives in your throat. Like, what? It's a whole bunch of nonsense going on out there, okay? So take your time, educate yourself, look at credible news sources, credible government sources, credible reporters, educate yourself, and try not to sit there and panic and freak out. Like I said, unplug from social media. Do what you can to get away from social media, such as like reading a book if you're at home, if you enjoy books, working out, whether that is something high intensity that you may like, or something more calming like yoga or meditation or Pilates. Whatever it is, find out what works for you and work on that. I know that a lot of gyms are closing right now, which makes it really hard for people to get their workouts in as they usually would. But you can literally work out from anywhere as long as you got YouTube, you got your phone, whatever it is. I used to use printables from YouTube workouts and do them in the gym. So now I'm kind of doing those at home. I do have a yoga mat and weights here, so it's a little bit easier. But if you don't, you can just put down like a towel. If you have like a hard surface, you don't want to like burn yourself. You've got like carpet in your room. You can use cans, you can use bags of rice, something, whatever it is to stimulate what you might use in the gym, like weights or something like that. So do what you can to, get whatever tension, anxiety, panic you have out. Like I said, whether that's working out intensely or something like yoga or meditation. If you do like yoga or meditation, my favorite channels for yoga are usually like Pop Sugar Fitness, Tone It Up, Logolates has good Pilates, and then also meditation will be Rebecca Baruchi. She's amazing for meditation. She's got 2 up right now for the coronavirus. She's got one to kind of like stay calm, meditate, stay grateful, and then a few days ago she uploaded one for peace. So that one's really good. I start my day and end my day with prayer and meditation. So that helps me out. Also, if you are someone who believes in God, someone who is a praying person, the Bible app is really, really great. And there's a lot of good plans on there that you can follow that are like 5 days long. And, if you're staying home for like the whole week, or if you're home from work for a longer period of time, like say you've got kids that are out, or say your job just, ends up saying that you have to work from home at this time, it's really easy to keep up with those things. Take a break from work, like take on your lunch break, or, in the afternoons when you're done with work, look at a Bible plan, kind of really get recentered with God, recentered with that focus in your life. I keep God as my source. He's not a resource. So when I focus back on him, when I'm going through all this panic stuff, it kind of centers and grounds me. So if that's something that can help you, I think the Bible app and those plans will be really, really helpful. Also, I'd say talk to your friends and family. I know that a lot of people maybe at home in different cities, like my family's back in New Orleans and I'm here. So it's difficult sometimes because it's like I want to be with them, but of course traveling right now probably isn't the best idea. So I talk to them often. We have a group chat. We also suggested like watching a movie together or like a TV series together that we could all follow and talk about in our chat together too. There's FaceTime. You know, just because you're alone doesn't mean you have to be isolated, because that causes like loneliness, and you know, you don't want to completely disconnect from your family and friends. So make sure that you still have that connection while you're alone. I feel like that's going to be really important. You could organize and declutter. You could cook or meal prep. But another important thing that I also want to mention is to also focus on your center of control. I talked about this a little bit in my Peace in the Present moment, where we're focused on so many different things that are out of our control. And since we can't control it, it freaks us out instead of worrying about the things that we can control. And the one thing that we can't control right now is literally this virus. You know, it's spreading, and there's a lot of things that we can do to control and be self-aware of ourselves, but we really can't control what the virus does, you know? So thinking about what you can do to keep yourself safe and others around you safe. So that's, of course, washing your hands, not putting your hands in your face that are unclean, watching who you are around, you know, listening to what the different cities and the mayors and the governors say about, you know, staying home, social distancing, those kind of things. That's what you can do to make sure that you keep yourself safe and other people safe, just in case, because like, you never know. Some people out there don't have any symptoms of this and have no clue that they're carriers and transmitting it to other people. So it's important to make sure that you do what you can to stay safe. Another thing is the panic buying. Of course, I get it. I kind of fed into it a little bit when there was kind of like a rumor going around that there was going to be quarantined the whole United States, you know, and I was like freaking out. I told my friend, I was like, I'm going to pick you up and go to the grocery store right now. We went to like 3 in one night. I spent so much money, and then I was like, okay, I don't feel any better. You know, panicking is not going to make it better. It's not. I think it's important to prepare and to plan, because when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I'm sure everyone's heard that from somebody or their parents these days, you know, but it's important to understand preparation. Okay, so go to the store or even make a list before you go and try to figure out, okay, this is what I need, this is what I need, this is what I need. And then plan for that, because when you actually plan things out, that'll help you stay a lot calmer than somebody who's like, okay, I need to buy all the toilet paper in H-E-B. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why? It just doesn't make sense to panic and freak yourself out like that and freak everybody else out around you. It is not effective. So make sure that you plan, make a list, figure out exactly what you need. The grocery stores are going to restock. They might not have it right now, but they'll restock, so don't freak out about it. And just make sure that you keep that list, prepare, plan, execute, stay safe, okay? And I think that's what it really comes down to, is your safety measures. Checking on your family, checking on your friends, making sure that you do what you gotta do to stay safe. So whatever that is, whatever that may be, your plan and your preparation is gonna be so, so important. And I also would say something about like insensitive jokes too, or even the people who were just like, you know, they're just gonna go outside because they don't really care. Even if you feel like you don't have the virus, or you feel like if you get it, you don't really care because you're young and you won't, you know, die from it or get really, really sick, there's somebody out there who will. And if you get it and happen to get in contact with them by any means, that could be really, really critical for them, you know? So just thinking about the bigger picture here, thinking about more than just you, thinking about things on like a human level, you know, and I feel like that's really important right now, especially in this day and age of people being greedy, being selfish. There's really the time to really center yourself and think about things from a situation of empathy. You know, imagine if that was you who was immunocompromised. Imagine if that was you who was older. Imagine if that was you who had, you know, cancer or some kind of something where if you get this virus, it could potentially take you out. So I really think that's important during this time, is to have empathy, plan, prepare, make sure that you have outlets to, you know, get your tension out, relax, make sure that you manage your stress, your anxiety. Those kind of things are really important right now, especially to not panic. Take your time, plan, figure things out with your family. If you live alone, figure things out with yourself, and just really just take a deep breath, y'all. We don't know what's gonna happen. There's a lot of what ifs right now, and the media is going crazy, but I feel like as long as we stay centered with ourselves and really work on what our plan will be, you'll be okay. So just stay safe out there. I love you guys. Take care. If you're panicked about it, like I said, I understand, I totally get it. It's a very scary time right now, but do what you need to manage your feelings and manage your household. Know that you're not alone, and we're gonna get through this, okay? I don't know how long it'll take, but do what you gotta do to take care of you. I love you guys, and I will see you for Mental Health Mondays in a few weeks. Bye-bye.